Welcome in, YouTubers. Let's trade the open. I am JayJared. This is JayJaredLive for this Friday, April 28th, 2023. We are ready to go, ready to get this money. I'm streaming live every day on Twitch TV. Stop on by, see me there. JayJaredLive, just like it sounds. You can get the information in the description of this video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit like if you feel so inclined to even get the alerts when I go live. We are ready to trade this market. I hope you're all having a great Friday morning. I love you. It's time. It is time. You know what time it is. Everybody's favorite time, right?
Fuck your life, bing bang.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Note to self.
welcome to the main event.
Turn off sound alerts.
Let's get ready to rumble.
For YouTube. PCE deflator came out today. Markets feel like they want to grind higher. Had a bunch of earnings yesterday, this morning on the right there.
This whole day is ruined.
Y'all ready for this?
Do you want it? Do you want it?
All right. 30 seconds to go.
I don't want you to be hopeful. I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day.
Bryce Young. I don't have no idea who Bryce Young is. Great trading, everybody. May your winners run and your stop losses stop short. Got Intel 5% above where I bought it. ExxonMobil moving higher. Oh, here they come. Great googly moogly. Pepsi hitting a new all-time high. McDonald's hitting a new all-time high. I'm going to turn that down for a hot second here because I find it annoying. Like, I don't understand why everybody's got to scream and be so loud when they ring the bell. It's just not necessary. Especially when it's shrieking. Snap is moving lower. We'll buy a bit of that here once markets settle down. Yum Brands hitting a new all-time high. Let's go. Tootsie Roll was moving lower. All right, Intel. I've bought so much Intel. I don't think it's anywhere near ready for me to buy some. Colgate Palmolive is moving higher. That's nice to see. We'll sell some of that. Sold a piece for $80.11. All right, like I said. Pepsi, all-time high. McDonald's, all-time high. GIS, General Mills, all-time high. Colgate, we just sold. Hasbro, moving higher. Let's sell some Hasbro. Part of the Brofolio. Hasbro, I sold a piece yesterday. I'm selling another piece today. Everybody said Hasbro was going to zero, remember? Oh, Magic the Gathering. Who cares? Really? Really? Whine about Magic the Gathering like it's going to affect my decision on whether to buy Hasbro or not. Come on, man. Hasbro sold a piece. Snap. I'll buy a piece of Snap. I'm pretty darn sure if I listen to people in this chat about stocks I should and shouldn't buy, I would have lost all my money a long time ago. You guys are awful at it. But there is hope. Well, I shouldn't say the people that are still here. Usually the people that do invest tell me their stock tips. They're not around anymore, right? They've run out of money and probably back to living at home with their parents. I'll buy some Tootsie Roll here. They gone. They are gone. Right? Don't get me wrong. I don't mind people reacting to stock news, but don't react to it. Like, trade it. Just stop. Look at Coursera moving higher. I love that. 20% above a piece I bought just a couple days ago on the 25th. Just stop. Like, don't tell me what price is telling you. Like, I can do that, right? Like, tell me what you're doing about it other than talking about it. Like, do you own it? Are you going to buy some? Are you going to sell some? If you're not going to do it, if none of those three apply, just stop. I'm going to buy some CrowdStrike here. Right? Don't let the news, you know, make you indecisive. It just makes you look weak. ExxonMobil. I get to sell a piece of ExxonMobil today. I was looking at alerts yesterday, just going back and, you know, making sure, like, I've got this spreadsheet that I keep for all my alerts, and I basically have a system where I check off each alert, reset them if I have to, make sure I didn't miss any. And there were a couple that I missed, and ExxonMobil was one of them. And so I get to sell a bit. Man, ExxonMobil's flying. I love this. I'm going to get to sell my next piece at a much, much higher price point than I wanted to. All right, I sold a piece of ExxonMobil here. Intel's moving higher, like I said. Intel, it's not time to sell any. I've bought 3 pieces on this move down, but it's nice to see the pop, so I am gonna I am going to do the math and figure out when it's time to sell some. That's generally the rule. I get a pop 5% above where I last bought it. That's when I do the cost basis calculation. $33.36 is where I can sell the piece. So I'll mark that up now. You'll see the alerts pop up there on the screen. $33.36. Just got an alert for Mondelez moving higher. That's another stock that's been in absolute beast mode. Are they pulling back today? Nope. We'll take a look at them right now. Damn. New all-time high for Mondelez. Telling me to sell some. I think I'm going to get rid of my Mondelez position on stash. This is a stash alert. I just sold a piece of Mondelez yesterday. As you can see, it's flipping out again. Holy crap, man. Wow. I'm going to close my Mondelez position on stash. I have a piece, or I have the remainder of my position on Robinhood, so I'll buy pullbacks there from now on. Because anytime I get a chance to reduce how many positions I'm managing, I take advantage of it, obviously. A lot of people ask me, Jay, why so many positions? And I think about this a lot. I'm like, yeah, why so many positions, Jay? And I've got a list of reasons, right? Because I just kind of like sit and I kind of like think about it. Think about, why things are. Like, I try to get to the root of it. Just sit there and reflect on it. I'm like, what is it? What's the appeal, Jay? Why do you have to have so many freaking positions? And the answer is because it prevents me from looking for shiny objects, right? I don't have to look for trouble. Trouble finds me. I can't sell Mondelez here on Robinhood. Peloton's moving lower. Honeywell's moving higher. I'll look at the alerts for there. I have less than 2 pieces left on I have less than 2 pieces left of Mondelez on my other account. So I can't sell it here. I gotta wait. It really sucks, man. I am going to buy Mondelez on a pullback, though. At this point, I'll probably go with double or triple size. This thing's been a monster. Look at this move higher. Amazon moving lower. I'll buy the piece of Amazon I sold yesterday for 5% cheaper. Because that's how we lower cost basis here. Bought it for 104.69. Peloton's moving lower. Let me get that buy-in. Oh, I don't want to sell Peloton. I want to buy it. Shit. Honeywell. Let's take a look at when it's time to sell some Honeywell. Whoa, I'm on the wrong screen, huh? And then we'll get the buys and sells updated. I'll run through them again here real quick. Been a kind of a decent morning. How are internals looking? Oh shit, let me put up the quad, baby. Let me put up the quad. There we go. There's the quad. So gap down a little. You're trying to close it up. I mean, technically, if you're not a futures trader, we probably did fill the gap, right? But I see the gap. I see the close there at 415 on futures. I see the close on futures, the settle on futures as 41.56. Until we get to 41.56, we have not closed the gap in my eyes. X Cosmo asks, by the way, good morning, X Cosmo. Welcome in. Any thoughts on upcoming FOMC news and how markets will react? Are you feeling a pivot on the horizon? Yes, but not. I don't think the pivot's coming this next meeting. I'll be really surprised if they deviate from what Fed futures are. These guys really don't like the color out of the lines, and they have become very good at telegraphing pretty much. I did not see top last night. I heard about it though, but knowing that stock's a big giant turd, I didn't even look at it. So, looks like a good short candidate, but I mean, it's just not. I know everybody likes to say that, you know, dreams are made when stocks move like that, but here's the thing. You probably weren't big enough in top before the move, and now you're just chasing it and you're going to lose money. So, good luck in your trade. I'd stay away from it. Right, but if you can even find shares to borrow, yeah, there's none to borrow. I don't think it was a short candidate up until 2 weeks ago, right? Because I don't think you can short stocks less than $5 a share, right? Isn't that the rule? Like, I can't even borrow this thing and sell it. All right, Amazon, Peloton. Oh, I was looking at Honeywell. Honeywell, I get to do some math here. It's time to do some math. I've only bought 2 pieces of Honeywell. Let's move down. Bought a piece on the yeah, I mean, it's like, it's cool that it comes up on your scanner and like I'm happy that, you know, people know how to use scanners. I guess it is one of the check boxes for a new trader. But you're going to lose all your money, man. I try to tell people, but they got to participate in their own rescue. It's not the way to approach the stock market. I know it's not what people want to hear, but I'm not here to reinforce bad fundamentals. I'm here to teach you another way. All right, cost basis for that I'm going to use for Honeywell, $200.22. I'll sell a piece at two. Nice to see UTS moving higher. What? All right, I put in an order to sell a piece of UTS there at 1887. That's moving again. I didn't even know that was going on. You see, that's why I like to just set the alerts and forget it. Yeah, it looks like the small caps are getting some love. Maybe a little rotation out. We do have that gap fill finally. RUT is up the most. Let's hope it continues. Let's hope it continues. Nice to see some accumulation down there. All right. Hopefully that UTS order does fill. Honeywell, we're going to set an alert. +5, 223, 427, +2, Rojo, JCB. According, since it's so high, the cost base or the 5% plus above, I build it with a little buffer. 210.85. That's where I get to get rid of a piece of Honeywell. All right. How many alerts has that been for us? For a split second, it felt like the good old days, but it's only 20 alerts so far today. Only 20 alerts. 925, 955. Let's go through and make sure we marked off all the buys and sells. In the main account, we sold some Clorox, or not Clorox, Colgate Palmolive, stock symbol Charlie Lima. They make household products. Pretty boring stock, pays a dividend. Stock CL. Be careful on Nvidia. I think any pullback's going to be bought. It's just a Momo stock. Like, it's just got too much hype. right? I mean, they've got their hands in everything, especially with this AI stuff. So I will be buying NVIDIA on any pullbacks. All right, Robinhood, what the hell is going on? Robinhood's acting a little sluggish for me here. Love that. Anybody else having trouble with Robinhood? I do trade on a number of different accounts. Webull, Robinhood, Stash. Thinkorswim's the main account. I have a First Trade account as well for over-the-counters. Let's see. I got orders in to buy Snap. Stock symbol SNAP. Sierra November Alpha Papa. They're moving down on some not so great earnings. So we'll grab some of them. We've got Coursera up. They had earnings after the bell yesterday. They are still moving higher. Nice to see. We tried to sell a piece. Stock. We bought some CrowdStrike, stock symbol Charlie Romeo Whiskey Delta. They're moving down. So we'll try to grab a piece of those. Them. We scaled out of our position in Mondelez. Also moving higher this morning. Big couple of days, big couple of weeks, really. Look at Mondelez, man. If you were in that thing below 65, best, you know, or what? How low did we get here? Yeah, we got down here. If you grabbed it on the way down here, congratulations. I sold my last piece on Stash. I'll layer back in on Robinhood. Oh, is Robinhood back? Let's see here. Robinhood's having some troubles. That's not good. That's not going to make the Wall Street Bets crowd happy. Mondelez. Last but not least, over on Stash, we bought some Peloton. Thanks, Houston. I don't. Like, I'm here to lead by example. Peloton's bouncing back very nicely. I think it's time to... I think I'm going to cancel that Peloton order, man. I canceled it because it's bouncing here now. Here to just lead by example, answer questions if there are any, and hopefully guide the next generation of Jay Jareds. That's what I love to do. I really do get a lot out of it. I'm sure you've heard me say that before. All right. I would tell you what I bought and sold. I did sell some ExxonMobil in another account. They had earnings. I had actually forgotten to set an alert, or, well, not set an alert. The alert went off. But I forgot to get to it. So ExxonMobil heading towards new all-time highs again. Looks like came a couple ticks away from all-time high. Amazon or Robinhood is still There are no dumb questions, VJ Tectonics. The question is, does the price of an ETF go up and down based on when people buy and sell it? Or when people buy and sell the assets in the ETF? So it's a good question. I think it's a little bit of both, right? So the ETF, usually an ETF is indexed to something, right? And so, and it tries to maintain a certain balance of the assets that are in it, based on, what management thinks. Whoever's managing that ETF, like they're balancing it a certain way. And so when the assets in the ETF go up and down, that's obviously going to affect the price, but then they're also layering in and layering out of the assets in that ETF so that it maintains that balance. Right? And you can usually get a prospectus and why that ETF is balanced a certain way by reading through it. So, and some ETFs are probably way better at it than others. Every once in a while, you can catch an imbalance, but you're talking about machines working in literal nanoseconds, right? But they are constantly trying to maintain that balance and maybe even maintain a price, right? I know that SPY tries really hard to maintain a price that is very close to the S&P 500 divided by 10. Factoring in dividends, dividend reinvestment, their own dividend payout. Great question, though. And if the price really becomes dislocated from, whatever index it's tracking, it's usually a sign that something's up. But again, the prospectus, the disclosures about the ETF are going to tell you. I'm curious to know what the reporting requirements are for those as well. Do they have to update you every day? If they have a meeting one day and they're like, yeah, we've got this biotech, large cap, pharmacy ETF. We're going to scale out of Pfizer. We don't like what management's saying. We're going to scale into something else. And that obviously could have an adverse effect on the price. What are the disclosure rules? That's why, I generally, if I am buying an ETF, I'm buying something that's pretty, it's like stocks, right? You don't want to buy something that, you've never heard of just because it's got a great return. You kind of want to buy something from a reputable name, watch expense ratios, management fees, those kinds of things. All right. Markets are quiet now. My UTS trade hasn't gone through yet. Robinhood's back, I think. Yeah, so we sold some Mondelez there. We sold some, let's see here. No, I'm sorry. We sold some Hasbro. I sold some Hasbro. And we sold some Amazon. Or we bought some Amazon, I'm sorry. And then, like I said, it's pulled back from my ding. Yeah, it's pulled back a little. That would really suck if I don't get that price. All right, I'm going to reset the alert there. For UTS, it literally touched it and then pulled back. So maybe we get some buying, get back up there. We usually do, unless markets kind of like start heading south. But UTS is a small cap, so, and it looks like small caps are doing fairly well today. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm gonna wrap the YouTube portion of the open. Again, my name is Jay Jared. This is JayJaredLive. I stream every day on Twitch, at least for the time being. We trade all market trading days. We're doing play-by-play on the internals. Stop on by. And we will see you next time. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody.